What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Showtime is Blazer King with King's Critiques. Do keep this warning in mind. I'm not going to go over the whole thing again of how my mindset works. So first caveat, as usual, if the video is shorter than intended, blame YouTube for not knowing how copyright works and using an AI to check everything, which is also why a lot of people might be in trouble in a couple of weeks unless it can be stopped. But I'm also kind of hoping that maybe by the time this collective shout nonsense reaches Korea, that's where they get stopped. Because try to hit the gacha games that are making these companies billions of dollars. You will be stopped so fast. Other caveats include, let me know your thoughts and opinions about the show if you are checking it out, because it's highly appreciated to converse with myself and or others in the comment section, because it's good for the algorithm, and also highly appreciated to leave a comment. As is highly appreciated to at least let the video run through, let me get the watch time, hit the like button, subscribe, because it's all good for the sake of the algorithm. Excuse me if you heard that. And that all being said, now that that's escaped my system, let's get into the episode and hope episodes 4 and 5 are as good as other people say. Not sure if I'll do 5 today or just wait till tomorrow when the finale happens. But, oh yeah? What? Oh, yeah, right, the body got discovered. Yeah. The body was discovered. Which that's actually going to make the mother question things even more. Oh, maybe that will make the mother have certain things happen. Well, the incident was technically a murder. Also self-defense. Also she deserved it. Also the murder weapon is gone. I think that's going to be even crazier though, considering the brother just saw him playing with them the other day. So actually that might have some conversations happen right here. And maybe Shizuka's horror of a mother will question her about it. Yeah, the teacher's upset. Reasonable, because she cared for, the little blonde-haired skank and not really anybody else. Honestly, everyone in the class is probably hella confused because of her recent closeness to Shizuka. So, like... yeah, no, having Takopi transform into her really probably was the most confusing thing for everybody by this point. Who are you gonna blame? Shizuka, who's innocent? The alien nobody else can see except for those it allows to see? Yes, shut up. Go back to your fucking planet if you're not being intelligent. No, they probably aren't. Or at least they'll pretend to be. Or maybe the mother will be, and then the father will blame the mother, which is half correct, but it's also half his fault. Honestly, I wonder at what point the good part of this starts. Because, like, honestly, so far, Marina's death was probably the best part of the show. And, like, their 5 minutes of happy-go-lucky playtime they had in the last episode, that was pretty cool, too. Like, they were actually able to all enjoy some time together, have fun, be kids, not worry about some stupid blonde bully trying to murder one of them. Hey, if you want to go tell the truth that you murdered her, and then try to impersonate her, go for it. No, Shizuka is the one that was being bullied. She has a complete right to not feel anything about the situation. It really is just the fact that his judgment is being clouded. Like, the kid's being a simp, which... just looking for some measure of acceptance, I kind of understand. Like, that is what turns a lot of men into simps, is that little bit of recognition and acceptance, and... like, that's really what does it, because a lot of people get robbed of that a majority of their life, and then when they're shown a little grain of it, they dive head first. And listen, I'd be in the same boat. If I did something nice for somebody and they thanked me, and, we were in the same age range, and, they looked a certain way, I'd probably go simp mode too. I also wouldn't be surprised if he snaps at his brother, who's causing most of his mental anguish because of his mother. Or, well, swap that. No, meanwhile, he's imagining this entire scary situation, but, like, high-key, so far his brother seems like that kind of, child who, yes, gets everything from the mother, but also does his own thing, and has zero idea of the effect it's having on his sibling. Because I've seen that happen in a lot of shows like this, too. And then there's that. Yep, and there's them noticing. Okay, no. See. The way the children said her like that when referring to Shizuka should have immediately told the cop there was something pre-existingly wrong between Marina and Shizuka. Not like in that sense, like they're trying to say, because, well, I'm sorry, I'll say again, kids are kind of the big R word. Okay, no, Marina's two close friends can die for all I care, because they literally were just in that mindset. They weren't just following the queen bitch, they were actually in that mindset. A shame, too, but that means they're gonna be, well, to put it lightly, like Shizuka's mother in the future. The audio transition when she asked that second thing. Yeah, that's pretty low for him, I imagine. He's like, God damn it, not those pancakes tempting me again. And he knows they're going to be ripped away in just a moment. Wait, have at it. Oh, wait, I'm being shown pity because of my classmate's death? Maybe this isn't so bad. No, she just knows you had a classmate die recently, but hey, pancakes! Right. So his mother's still a complete bitch. I thought she was showing pity because a classmate died. But no, she's just being a complete bitch. But hey, at least he can eat pancakes. Yeah, he totally came home with a low test score on purpose. Yeah, that is it. Don't pay attention to the fact a classmate died, and even if he had nothing to do with it, maybe he's a bit sad because of that, unreasonably, though. Like, did every adult in this village take dumb bitch juice? Because I swear every adult in this village just drank some dumb bitch juice. Alright, I'm gonna eat these pancakes and just disappear with Shizuka because not like her mother cares about her either. Double wow. You know, I'm trying to think of a way to tackle this thought. Like, okay, in theory, I understand why the show is getting as much attention as it did up to this point. In theory. Because, like, it does have to do with a lot of the psychological shit happening, the drama, the, like, extra thoughts of, wow, these children have really shitty lives. It's just, I don't know, there's a lot of things to tackle. I usually would bring up at the end of the episode, but I feel like in every situation it really is the parents' fault. Like, honestly, for all of these kids, it is the parents' fault. Like, for Shizuka, her mother's a whore and her father left her. So that therefore in turn caused problems with Marina because her father's a piece of shit and her mother's a dumb cunt too, and that in essence made her a dumb cunt. And Azuma is just trying to, like, be what would you expect of a nerdy kid in class and try to help out, the female he is the closest to with any problem he can because he's just looking for some sort of specifically female's approval because his mother won't give it to him. His brother, whether it be intentional or he's oblivious, won't help him with any situation. See, I think the big thing here is everything can be placed blame on the parents. And I guess just the adults in general. Because you'd think that some of the adults will have, like, I don't know, seen what was happening with Marina and Shizuka in general. All the time she bullied her, beat on her, all that. You'd think they would have seen something or given a shit eventually. But nah. They just be sipping on that dumb bitch juice. Damn, she's ass came to a super simp. And he's just like, what? So I'm guessing this is reflecting on his childhood? Wait, how's... Brother must have started dyeing his hair when he became, like, 15, 16 or whatever is his current age, because that's his brother. Clearly that's not the same anymore. Yeah. The mother did give a shit at one point, and then he downslid. Oh no, 95, that's so bad, I can refer back to my stereotype statement from before. Hate me if you want. That's what they're doing. Okay, but like, I feel worse for him than I felt for the other one. Because, like, this is just a stereotypical Asian household. Like, I'm just outright saying that again. Like, parents raise their kids, expect both of them to be perfect all of the time, and then when one of them does something up, they pull the whole, oh, you got bad grades. Well, stay in your room until you get better grade. But what about dinner? No, no dinner. Okay, yeah, I was right, he dies there. Yeah, unfortunately, you still kept scoring not too good even before all this crazy shit happened, and your mother was, well, bitch mode. Not as much as the other two, but honestly, is that just the cast of Orange? Yeah, unfortunately, determination only matters in the underground. Oh no, they use the term good genes. Time to cancel them. Sorry, listen, the world's just so pathetic nowadays. Ah, and now a flashback to the first time he saw that stupid cunt berating Shizuka. No, I'm sorry, if this is the first time Azuma met Shizuka, he should have immediately tried to consider something to. Like, he's smart, right? Like, even if he's not perfect, top of the grade, or top of the class grades every time, he's smart, right? He should know what's right and wrong, right? He should have known to look at Marina after this incident and gone, what did you do? And then either A, tell the proper adult about it, or B, well, basically start to plan how to end up where they are now. Also, for the record, even if your child's a disappointment, don't waste good pancakes. That's in its own right a devilish thing to do. Like, you spend time making some delicious pancakes and you're just gonna throw them in the garbage? Like, you may as well just go to the fucking gutters with Shizuka's mother. Holy shit. That hurts my fat soul. Again, why is he having trauma about this specifically? Like, have they never had the conversation of how that happened? Did they not even talk about it after the fact? Or did it literally just go from covering it up to ignoring that it happened? Because, like, okay, that I could understand him having some trauma from, but did neither of them ever look at him and go, well, she was about to murder me, so Takopi stepped in, still panicking about it for some reason, but ignore that. And, yeah, we're here now. Because, like, again, she tried to murder Shizuka. She had the dog taken away, and hopefully it is safe. And, yeah, she had deserved what was coming to her. Period. Plain simple. Though I will clarify by, doubling down on the fact that, listen, if my childhood crush at the age of 9 had this kind of shit happen, would I have been enough of a simp to have been covering up for her? Potentially. Because, like, listen, I was in love with her when I was 8 through 10. I still had feelings for her years later when I actually had an opportunity to meet her, and I think I've mentioned this before, but my mother refused to get up in time to get me to the mall to meet her, and then things went a complete opposite direction, so I lost that opportunity. But, like, would I have covered for her? Whether it be at this kind of age or at that teenager of, like, I think this was at the age of 16, shortly after I lost my last actual girlfriend. So, yeah, I might be that level of simp for somebody. Maybe not that woman now, because I had since, like, blocked her from Facebook, even though I think we're still Facebook friends. Because it got to a point of awkward conversation where she told me the stuff she did with the boyfriend she got after the fact. And it sent my blood boiling to the point where I didn't want to ever see anything like that again. Oh, will you? Will you? There's another show involving time travel that I watched where that didn't take to be the case. Erased. Yeah, y'all ever see that one? I don't remember if the chick actually said she'd wait for him, but, like, also the case of, he helped save her. and then she ended up banging his friend instead while he was in the hospital. Now, granted, he did get the hotter girl out of the deal by the end, but my point remains. The childhood crush first kiss. Even if it's just on the cheek, it still accounts towards something for him. Plus, honestly, it would kind of be believable if he turned himself in for being the one that did it, because he likes Shizuka. So, maybe it kind of, works out? I mean, not for him, because, yeah, he's definitely going to juvie for a little bit, but, if he explains things rationally, then I don't know the exact extent of the law for things like this, because, he's a child, number one. B, he could pin it as trying to defend, the girl he has a crush on because she couldn't defend herself. And, I think that basically equates it as to, saving somebody's life, wouldn't it? So, yes, you would still go to juvie, but you'd get, a lesser extent. Because they're children, so of course they have to hide the body because they're freaking out about what'll happen. But if he admits that he just did it for the sake of defending a friend who was getting the shit kicked out of them, he's an asshole anyway. He never really helped out against the mother being such a bitch. But again, I can't really say that he had a clue or not the entire... honestly, I think of everybody in the show thus far, he's probably the most innocent. The brother was just doing typical brother things. Not paying attention to much of anything happening. So, while he's not innocent in the regard of he could have totally been helping Azuma from his mother this whole time, he's honestly probably the most innocent. No, honestly, this is probably just mostly Azuma thinking that he'll, give him some shit. But I actually think this is probably going to be a, caring moment that's about to happen. I could be wrong. This going on in his head is in his head. Meanwhile, not a single one of those things that just happened is happening. No, legitimately, his brother is the most innocent one in all of this. A little bit of an idiot, but he's actually the most innocent one. Yeah, you're probably right about that, considering in all, it's crazy. Okay, but I did say before that I'd simp for a girl kind of like he is, but can I also just say everything you just said, no friends, no one that believes in him, and he doesn't have anyone. I relate to this kid severely. I will take a moment to pause and say, I do appreciate all of you that have left positive comments on my videos in the past. I do appreciate that. But until it hits the point to where things get big enough that it actually has some impact, I can only show appreciation for the few. Unfortunately, I still have very low beliefs for myself in a lot of these regards. I have people I'm friendly with, no friends. I have very few people who show belief in me, actual true belief. So that, again, connects to the whole thank you for those that have actually shown approval comments on videos in the past. To those of you that are legit people, I highly appreciate you. But I also, again, feel I have nobody left. Because, again, all of my future I consider for my animals. Should I be considering some of that future towards my mother as well, who is probably the only person I do have left? Surely. However, it is also the branching thought of financially she'd be a lot better if I just expired. Because, look at everything I have going on in my background. A lot of this stuff could be sold. Sold and made a lot of money, even if not back immediately for what I spent on it to begin with. There's so much money in my room that could be gotten back. So much. So, Azuma, me and you, man, we're kindred spirits, and I get where you're coming from. I wish I could cry to that level, and I wish this was triggering enough for me to cry right now with you. Meanwhile, his brother, being the only half-decent person in the whole show, by the way, literally, His brother is the only one that has actually been half decent this whole time. Like, their classmates, also little pieces of shit, including the teacher. Like, Marina, stupid cunt. Shizuka took one murder and it instantly went cynical. Which, again, I can't call her as a bad person in general, because she finally got a break in life after her mom was a whore and her best friend betrayed her. But, like, everybody in the show has been, like, a bad person in some way, shape, or form. Even the main character, who, honestly, I don't blame her for being a little evil. This is the first time we've actually seen somebody, like, be nice to anybody other than that stupid octopus who, if he had actually done what he should have done sooner, none of this would have happened. Also, speaking of him being a good brother, do we want to, like, take a little sidetrack to the thought process? I guess I just went over a bunch of other shit, so why not? What if he actually admits to his brother about what happened? What if he admits to his brother that he was about to go and admit to a murder that he didn't necessarily do, but neither did Shizuka? What if his brother's about to take the fall for him? Because that shit has happened in not only media, but real life, where a sibling is taken blame for their younger sibling. Well, guess we'll see. However, I will say that's the one thing that Azuma has that I don't. Is a male in your family that gives you genuine feelings of respect and admiration. Unfortunately, only older males in my family who could have told me anything have only sparked up over the past 10 years, and they were the aforementioned parent to the child I'm concerned about. And that cousin of mine is also a giant dickbag 80% of the time. In Monster Hunter? That might be a little bit surprising, honestly. Oh, well, I guess not really. Like, I'm not saying that for the fact that, it's the girlfriend helping. It's for the fact of, dude seems like he's probably pretty capable. That's also unfortunate because they look delicious. But maybe that's at least, like, not as bad that they went to waste then. Am I right? Did the brother cover for him? Oh my god, I think the brother did cover for him. Oh. Okay, so what did happen? Because, like, did the older brother cover for him, or did he go and tell the police what happened? Oh, but that... What? Okay. So, like, which one of them went? This is actually the first time with this show that I'm outright confused and kind of want to see what happened in the next episode. I don't necessarily have the time because it's almost 6 o'clock, so I gotta watch this in the finale tomorrow, I guess, but like... Huh? So, was it Azuma who went, or was it the brother who covered for him? Or they both go together and try to explain the situation? For the first time, I'm lost in this series. Like, I'm not full of hatred, I'm not happy about something, I'm confused! Like, she seemed disappointed in Azuma, so does that mean, like, he didn't go to help her out like he said he would? Did he run away and his brother covered for him? What happened? I mean, I guess I'll find out tomorrow when I'll watch episode 5 in the finale, but I'm so confused. You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section about what actually happened, because, like, I don't know, man. Like, I expected it to either go one or two ways. Either, like, he admitted to his brother about what the situation was, maybe not in full, but to a point, and his brother either went with him to, do the confessing, or his brother went, I'll take the fall, and just took the camera and went. But, like, we won't see the resolution to either of those answers. So I'm just sitting here confused. Like, yes, we have one more episode left, as it shows right here. I don't think you can see my finger. But Sorry, 6 o'clock, I haven't uploaded anything yet, so I need to get, like, the episode of this I got up at least one. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts on where you think that went in the comment section if you haven't seen episode 5 yet. Like, I'm kind of glad to at least be able to finish this show now that the outright dastardly stuff that went down in episode 2 happened is over. So, fingers crossed, like, the dog is in Tokyo and Shizuka and Takopi can find it and they'll be happy by the end of episode 6. Or maybe by the end of episode 6 it actually reveals that Takopi's not meant to help people, he's meant to destroy the planet, akin to, like, Goku. I don't know, that could go either way too. But let me know your thoughts on all that stuff in the comment section. And as always, it's highly appreciated for y'all to hit the like button, subscribe to the review channel. This is the review channel. Fuck. First time I fucked that up today. Gaming channel in the description. Ring both bells, like Facebook, follow Twitter. Yeah, Twitter and Blue Sky, keep updated with things. TikTok, Patreon, get the full unedited visual and audio of the stuff I upload over there. However, it is a monthly refresh for the amount of storage space I get because they're weird about it. Weird how Patreon's existed for a good 5, 6, 7 years at least, and yet they don't comprehend that they should have more storage space similar to YouTube. Whatever. Like, seriously, you're putting up artwork and videos, so you'd think you'd have a little bit more storage space for people. Go follow on Purple Prime for free. Help me out immensely temporarily, but this for the long term. Share the playlist here. Let her run through a conversation with stuff within whatever. Share the video recommended to you by YouTube here. Or if you're watching the cut up version, the bigger video, because it helps me out immensely either way. And I do have a green account, and I will start doing stuff there eventually. Till next time, Ben the Blazer Game with King's Critiques. Ta-ta for now. Peace.